Well, hello, folks. How are you? Mancave, Kelter Shelter, here we are. Second video. What are we going to do? Thumbnail kind of gives it away, don't it? We're going to have a look at these two old mowers I picked up yesterday from auction. And then I went to the auction with not great hopes. Came home with these two bad boys. I will tell you what I paid in a minute. Oh dear. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let's have a look at these bad boys. A Flymo with wheels. Do not underestimate these cutters. Very capable. So here are the two mowers in question. We'll start with this unusual one. I mean, Flymos, they were popular in the day. Petrol Flymos, a little bit more unusual in the day. Flymos with wheels and a handle, a lot more unusual in the day. Now, I've never used one of these with wheels, but I have had a petrol Flymo 20 years ago, and from what I remember, it was a bloody brilliant tool. I bought it back then with very little hopes and dreams for it, thinking, oh, that's going to be shite, because I'd never had a hover mower before. Till I got it running and realised that they will cut grass 6 inches tall. They really will. They will go over anything and leave a lovely job, no mess. I don't know how they do it. These things make a really nice job. So when I was at the auction yesterday and see one with the wheels and handles, because my other one just had the handle and no wheels, I thought, you know, I need that in my life. So, you know, I'll just tell you what I paid. £22 for this one. Would have got it for a £5, but there was another bloke in it and wanted it. Next mower, a lot more basic, simple little quarter cast, got a little brakes and scrap engine on it. And yeah, it's just, for the look of the cobwebs under there, because she's got cobwebbage here, you know, I think she's been sitting in someone's shed for a couple of years. There's actually some moss growing out of the hatch, look. But I think she's been sitting in someone's shed for a couple of years, or even sitting outside, and somebody's just come in and cleared it. So I paid £10 for that one. No, £12 for that one, £12. So there we go. Yeah, I think it was 33 quid for the pair. So there we go. We'll go £33 for the pair. Which one are we going to look at first? This one, I've noticed, don't have a fuel tank. That should be clipped on the back. That one could be the more tricky, because it's Suzuki two-stroke. Two-stroke can be a bit more finicky. That's more likely to be the more reliable one. Yeah, that's got a diaphragm pumper on the carb. Right, let's start with the easy one. Let's tell you what we do. I'm going to do something I never normally do. Because normally, when I do these revivals of old things, I normally always sort of do checks, carburetor, and, you know, make sure everything's right. Let's just dump some fuel in that one. Let me move this one out of the way. I'm loving this new shed because I can get big things in it. Absolutely loving it. I mean, look at my workspace, look at that. Right. Is there any petrol in this thing? Oh my word, look at the moss. Look at the moss. Right. Oh. Is there any petrol in it? Let's have a look. Yeah. Nope. Bone dry. We'll shove some petrol in this, I mean, I ain't going to put a lot in. We'll leave that a second for the carb to fill, because that's probably got to fill the bowl in the carb. And, I don't know, by some miracle, will this start and run? If it do start and run, will the self-propel work? Will the drive wheels work on the back? That is very, very unlikely. I would have thought this old cutter here would have been parked up for a reason, you know. Normally these old cutters are parked up or left because they play up. Or it could be, you know, it's an end of year thing. It was stood up for the winter. Someone's either decided, oh, we'll get another mower, or they've passed away and someone's been in and cleared it. You know, we just don't know. There's so many unknowns. Right, that should have filled the carb. I can't see this starting, but we'll give it a go. We'll give her a dozen primes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll give it the best chance. Safety in. Well, I'm amazed. Oh, it's going. It is going. Do the drive work. Unbelievable. Even enough drive to produce a wheel spin. Seldom am I surprised at auctions. Very seldom. Unless that develop a problem when that get hot. Seems a little bit choky, but before you start messing around getting into carburetors, because there's no adjustment on these carbs, they're fixed yet. And I believe they're plastic carbs, because this is a lot newer machine. Before I start messing around with that, I think, not in this video, I wouldn't subject you to that, but I think, well, or I will get this damn thing outside and, well, cut my damn grass with it. Because you might find that's just choked up because it don't get a lot of work or whatever. Right. Well, I'm amazed. I am truly amazed at this one. That is amazing that it runs. Right, let's come here. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Now then, why is there no fuel tank on this? Do you know, I haven't even checked if there's a blade on it, I'll be honest. I do hope so. I hope the blade ain't all missing. No, the blade is there. Actually looks, I feel sharp, that blade. Surely we're not going to be lucky. Put fuel in this, and this one runs as well. That would be just fantastic. Right, have I got a fuel tank for this? I'll show you around here. These fuel tanks on these, like, clip. What's going on with my tripod? Take two. These tripods, like tripods. These fuel tanks like clip on the back of these two brackets here and here. And for some reason it's gone. I have a feeling I've got an old tech mesh over there in the graveyard with a clip-on fuel tank. If it don't clip on both, it might just clip on one to get us out of a muddle. So I want to just see if this goes. Let me go grab that. Right, we're back. I found an old petrol tank. It doesn't fit on the clips, but it'll fit on one clip, look. All right, let's get the pipe on the carb. Come on. Come on, get on there. There you go, you're on. We'll clip this tank on, I think. Oh, that'll hold on with one bracket, look, one. Does the thing even turn over? Cool. Well, rickety. But I think we might get away with it. Let me move about it. Alright, that's got you a little better angle. So I need to get in here to be able... This is... Yeah, this is quite stiff. I don't think this one's been used in a while. Oh yeah. All that brake mechanism down there is extremely sticky. You pull the handle in, it don't sort of return very well. We'll just give that a little bit of WD. Hopefully. That'll get it all back to how it should be. I don't think the problem's in the cable, but we'll put a little bit down the cable as well. Oh yeah, that's brilliant now, I can see it. Let me just come down here and... Oh, you can't hardly pull them with your hands, you know. That'll do. Right. Oh, this is two-stroke, isn't it? This is two-stroke, and do I have any two-stroke petrol mixed up? I don't know if I've even got any two-stroke petrol mixed up, guys. Right. Let me go get a little bit of two-stroke oil. There we go. Little dollop of that in there. Don't need a lot. We're hardly running an NSU quickly or nothing. We're going to start a 50cc Flymo. Alright. Alright. Give him a shake about to mix him up. That'll be plenty. Right, let's dump this in and see exactly what's happening. If anything, are we going to have petrol leaks? No, there's no... I didn't know whether there was one of them little primers on the bottom of the carb. I can't see this one being anywhere near as reliable. Is there a choke on this? Well, that's your throttle. I would have thought there would have been a choke on here somewhere. Where the devil is a choke? Hang on. There's a throttle. Ah, right, okay, you pull that down and that puts the choke on. I'm guessing... Oh, well, there's no air filter in there. Someone's been in here. All right, so our choke is that forward. Okay. And there's no air filter, so I think someone's been twiddling in here. Oh, no, the air filter's up the top here, isn't it? Of course it is. The air filter's up the top. Right, all this fannying around, that ain't really fannying about because, well, that ain't on there very secure, but I think there is a filter missing out of there. Let's stop messing around and, we're choked. Let's give it a pull and see if it do anything. Oh, I don't believe it. She just tried to go, didn't it? Did that just try and go there? I thought I just heard a fart. Yeah, two strokes are a little bit more finicky, aren't they? I didn't think we'd get lucky like that. Choke on again. Ow. Now, right, I didn't think we'd get that lucky with this one. I think we've got to take this carb off. I'm pretty sure it was firing, because that sounded to me like we had a little fire out of it there. Didn't it? Right, let's get on the tools and see if we can get that carburetor off. Marvellous. So, armed with a 10mm, I've got this mower now up on a trolley, so I can hopefully work on it a bit easier. So, I do like things at a working height now, instead of just working on them on the floor like I used to. My knees aren't what they used to be. There's our little gasket. We'll put them at the back. What's this tube? Go up. Oh no, that's just a breather. Okay. So we're going to now pull this carb off. I might as well get that petrol pipe off I put in. There is petrol there. Whoop. I just had the tank tipped backwards. Right. Yeah, that's just a breather, look. What are we going to do here? Let me get my eyes on. And hopefully this will come out and allow, it does come off. Brilliant. There's another gasket. And hopefully now we can disconnect all of these throttle linkages. All right. All right, can't really get them wrong because there's only 2 holes. So as long as we leave them levers so we know which way things are going, we'll be all right. Let's get this carb on the bench and see what that's like. See what that's like inside. But the look of that, what come out of there, not very good. So we're set up on the bench. Let's continue on with this carb and see what it's like under here. Let me get some rag. Definitely need some rag, guys. There we go. Give everything a wipe up before we start stripping down, because you don't want any grit or muck going in that carb. Hang on, I'm off camera. I'm just blowing the outside of the carb down. I just don't want carb cleaner, or brake cleaner should I say, all over that white paper at the minute. There we go. I'm just jetting down the outside. There we are. All right. There we go. Right, let's have a look and just look inside. That's a 13, mate. Let's have a look inside and see what's going on in here. They ain't 13 either. Surely they ain't 14. Here's, look, 14mm. There we go. Cool. Let's see what state this is in, guys. It isn't actually bad at all. It really isn't. I was expecting a lot worse, I'll be honest. I was expecting a heck of a lot worse. Oh no, there's the needle. I was going to say, is the needle missing? What are we looking at there? It actually looks quite good in there. I will just give this a blowout. We'll give this a clean out actually. We'll just put some brake cleaner through it. I can tell you now, air is coming out of there everywhere it needs to. So why didn't the old girl run? Oh yeah, brake cleaner's coming right through that. I can't see any problems with this at all. I really can't see any problems with it. Okay. Okay. Let's get her back together. That's all we can do here. Come on. Come on. Fiddly damn thing. Oh, it's going through. That just ain't going through this float again. Hang on. That float was not sticking up like that when I took this out. Does that have to hook on the float? Ah, right, that wasn't hooked on when I first got this out, guys. There we are. I think that could have been some of the problem, you know. I think someone may have had this float off at some point and not put it back together right. There you go. I'll have to re-watch the video, but I don't think that point was sticking through the top when we took this apart. All right, we'll give this the old blow test. Yep, that's shutting the fuel off. I don't know what this bit's for. There's a screw in there. Is there a bit missing out of that? Is there meant to be a jet in that screw? That seems strange. There's a threaded hole there with nothing in it. I'm wondering if somebody's been in here, played around and nabbed a jet out of that. Because I wouldn't put it past people to do these tricks. There we go. And if there is a jet missing out of there, that's never going to go. All right. We'll get this back on. And hope it don't leak. Back in a minute, guys. Right. We've got her back together now. So I think we're going to put our fuel tank back on. Make sure we don't have any leaks. All right, that's that old fuel tank temporarily back on. Is that carb now going to drip? So I didn't replace the gasket on the bowl. So I didn't have one. I don't know the number of that carb, but that's a little Mancave carb, so I'm going to try and find if there's meant to be a jet in that hole, because I have a sneaky feeling that could be something to do with it. Right, I'll leave the plug for a minute. Is there anything underneath here? This is going to catch on. Now, right, I'm going to try and... It's going to be an easier height, actually, to try and start this damn thing. So we'll give her some choke and give her a pull. Cool. This is rather sketchy, guys. This is sketchy as hell. Now, I can't really get a good pull on the damn thing. Right, I think there's meant to be a jet on that carb and it's missing. I really do. Let me get it back down on the floor so I can get a bit more of a decent pull on it. Because up on that trolley, it's sketchy, as you can see. Right, we're on the floor again. We've got smoke. She's trying, guys. Let's try half choke. Oh, that like that better. That's trying. She is definitely trying to go, isn't it? That is definitely trying to go, guys. Definitely. I'm just going to wind out the mixture screw half a turn. Now, that is definitely trying to go. I think what I'm going to do is, I can't help thinking there's a jet missing out of that carb. Because there's a threaded hole there that I don't think should be there. Or I think it should, but I think that should have something in it. So I think that's what's going to be happening. I will have to just check if there is anything in that. Because if there's a jet missing, it's probably running way too rich and it'll never go. So I can pull to my heart's content and that still ain't going to do nothing. It's definitely trying, guys. Well, yeah, I think there's something going off there. So I think we're going to end this video right here. And this might have to be a part 2, because I need to try and find some numbers on that carb. And I can either order a replacement carb, because it's obviously sparking because it's trying to run, so I think it's worth the investment of a carburetor. Marvellous. So that is it, guys, for this video on Kelter Shelter. Couple of old lawnmowers. Well, we got one alive, one dead. Shame we didn't have a third one. We could say The words of Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But we're going to go for a 50% success rate on this. I think the little green cast mower, once cleaned up, will be a really nice little machine. Just needs a good run, I think. I'll give it an oil change, clean out the filters, give the old blade a sharpen up, give her a clean, and then I think she'll be on the old Facebook for sale. Ready for the new season. That looks a decent old mower. So this one, I knew this one would be more of a challenge. I believe down the old Man Cave HQ. For those of you that are new here, I do have another channel called Norfolk Man Cave. And I used to do that when I first started 10 years ago from my parents. And I think there is a couple of old petrol Flymos down there. I think. So, yeah, either way, we'll get this one going. I will look up that Mancave carb, see if I can find any sort of replacement or bits for it. Who knows? Right, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, send them hype points, whatever they are. And we'll see you on another video. Bye-bye for now.